Hi, I'm Amir.
And I'm Haikal.
And we are from iFAST Global Markets. Today, we'll be answering the web's most searched questions about BTO finances.
Okay,
Haikal, can you start?
so let's take a look at the first question. Can I actually afford a BTO flat? In general, BTO flats are meant to be affordable to younger Singaporeans. With regards to affordability, we have to look at your gross income and your OA balance and outstanding loans. But if you ask me, I would say generally it's affordable. But that depends on the location that you want to buy and also the price tag.
Alright, let's start with the next question.
Alright, question number 2. Should I use CPF or cash for my down payment? If you're a young couple, you just started working and your income is not that great, using CPF is a way to go because you haven't yet accumulated a right amount for your down payment.
I think when it comes to normal Singaporeans, the number one thing is definitely to use CPF. The only reason why you want to use cash is actually you want to sell after the 5-year MOP and you want to avoid the accrued interest, then definitely I think you should use some cash.
So let's move on to question number 3. Okay, so the question is, should I take a smaller HDB loan and invest the rest? My advice has always to take the largest loan that you can afford to service. That way, you have more capital to invest.
But for some people, if you are not comfortable with the loan, then definitely take the smallest loan, down pay more.
Right. So moving on to the fourth question. What are the hidden costs of buying BTO? The hidden cost is actually not so hidden because you can actually find the hidden costs on the HDB portal. It's just that if you're a first time buyer, you probably didn't know about it. As you go along with the journey, you are familiar with this cost. So what are the costs that you need to incur? Number 1 is the buyer's stamp duty. Number 2 is the option fee. Number 3, legal and conveyancing fee. And number 4 is optional component scheme.
So wait, what actually is optional component scheme?
Okay, so optional component scheme in some BTOs offer built-in flooring, doors, bathroom fittings, kitchen fixtures. In case you don't want to engage external ID to renovate your house, you can actually opt in this scheme to add on with the cost.
Oh, but some people may not want to opt in for this
Yes,
cost.
because once you already opt in and then you decide to remove some piles or do some renovation, that will be an extra cost for the external contractor.
Renovation cost is a big killer, okay? And don't forget, when you want to move inside the house, you will have to buy furniture. That is another cost that is actually hidden because most people, they don't incorporate the cost of furniture, cost of utensils and all that into the calculation.
Okay,
I think you have answered quite a few questions.
Okay.
So now it's my turn.
Alright.
So the question is, should I go for a prime BTO location or save for renovation? Well, actually, it depends on what you want to achieve lah. If you value being close to everything, your supermarket, your favorite gym, then prime location might definitely outweigh the importance of having a cool interior. Furthermore, location is actually important for potential price appreciation in the event you want to sell the property in future. If you are looking for a forever home, meaning that you want to stay and not for a home to invest, getting that BTO in non-prime locations or resale to have that financial capacity for renovation makes a lot of sense. I mean, you get to design your own space to your own liking, which I think could improve your satisfaction in the long run. How much should I spend on renovation if I plan to sell later? So if your goal is to sell later for a profit, you should renovate strategically, focusing on returns of investment rather than luxury. Spend less than 10% of your flat's value on renovation. Spending anything more rarely increases the resale value. Okay, so most buyers don't want to pay a big premium on the lavish interiors. So in terms of renovation, you should focus on the kitchen, the bathroom, flooring that is durable and neutral and has good lighting. For me, I personally would stick to Scandinavian or Japanese, the Muji look. Yeah, I mean this is my. If not, plain or simple design. The one thing you should avoid is definitely customized carpentry, because if the person wants to buy over the house and there is a carpentry which does not suit their favor, then it might discourage a lot of potential buyers lah. Go to the next one. Right. What affects my BTO value the most? Okay. Wow, that question has a lot of answers. Okay.
Yes.
So if I were to choose a handful, definitely the first one would be location. I mean, I'll just give you an example. It may not be true now, but 3 years ago, I remember clients selling a 4-room HDB flat from Clementi and buying a 5-room in Chua Chu Kang and still have $200,000 of profits. So the location plays a big role in the pricing of the resale. Subsequently, of course, is the unit floor level. Most people like the higher floors, so the higher floors command a higher pricing. Oh, of course, what the unit is facing. So if you have a great view, definitely it will increase the price of the BTO. And of course, the last thing is the remaining lease. Okay, if it's an older house, then definitely the price that you want to sell is much lower lah.
But they call it lease decay.
Yeah. Let's go with another question. Is BTO really a better investment than resale? Most of the time. So if you're seeking higher potential appreciation and if you're a first-time buyer, definitely it is a better investment compared to a resale because the initial cost is low and you have a full 99-year lease. You also have a long time to build capital. So because the BTO, the financing would be in staggered compared to, let's say, you buy a resale flat, you have to pay a larger down payment lah. Okay. Resale flats can be a better choice for those prioritizing immediate availability, okay, and they want to be flexible with the location and they want larger space. Okay, and at the same time, even you buy a resale flat, okay, there are a lot of grants that compared to a BTO.
Okay, so don't be afraid when you want to buy a BTO because you don't really have to pay it lump sum, the down payment of 25%. You can always do a staggered payment. Maybe the first part when you sign the lease agreement is at 10% of the cost price. Upon key collection, then you do another down payment at 15%. The gap of the time allows you to actually save more and work more to accumulate your CPF savings.
Hey, I think this is the last question. Oh my god. What happens when I sell my HDB flat after 55? Okay. So usually when people ask this, they are asking whether they can buy a new flat. The short answer is yes. Okay. However, the difference is how your CPF refunds are handled. Selling the flat itself is straightforward. The most important is what happens to the sale proceeds. Okay, after you sell your flat, you must first refund your CPF use plus the accrued interest. Because you are above 55, refunds will go to your retirement account first. After your retirement account is full, then the money goes to your ordinary account. Yes, correct. Because by then there won't be any special account. And you can withdraw anything above the FRS. So what if your retirement account has not reached the FRS? FRS, is full retirement sum. Then the sales proceeds refunded to CPF will be used to refund your retirement account until it hits the FRS. Now the issue is this: you cannot freely withdraw that amount even if you want to use that money for other purposes, including buying a house.
Oh really?
Yes. Okay, so after your outstanding housing loan is paid and the CPF refund is sent back, only then the remaining profit becomes cash. Okay?
If you are 55, you sell your house, then you got nowhere to live, right? Wah, rabak really.
Yeah. So you can still buy a house. Okay, it all depends on how much your CPF balance is. So you must at least set aside the basic retirement sum because this affects how much your CPF can be used for the next home. Don't worry, you can still sell after the age of 55.
In other words, when you sell, you buy a 2-room flexi at more affordable price.
That's an option, yeah, of course. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Finance Autocomplete. We will see you in the next episode. Bye!